Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
NIOS.
Abraham, hope I'm audible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, in the last science lesson, I taught about physical changes taking place in a boy and a girl. Okay. And I taught about will it be a boy or a girl? How is that determined?
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
How chromosomes work. Okay. How many are there and how they fuse to in the case where it is a baby girl or in a case where it is a boy. Okay, that I taught. Then today we will start with asexual reproduction. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
now we have learned about the reproduction in familiar animals like man, frog, hen, etc. But there are many small and microscopic animals in which male and female are not differentiated and their reproductive organs are also not developed. So, how does reproduction takes place in them? Yes, Ibrahim.
Ma'am, who's Emma?
Who's Emma? Okay, Emma just joined with us since last class. Emma used to be Emma was my first student when I started teaching the 8th class batch last year. Okay, like before y'all joined, I taught her for like her and Simeon. Okay, they were like there in the batch, and then Emma joined regular school, and then now back to NIOS. Emma, can you turn on your video if possible? If you're able to. Yes, perfect. Now we were talking about asexual reproduction. Okay, so what is the major difference between the sexual and asexual reproduction? That in asexual reproduction, there is no use of the reproductive parts of the, you can say, organism. Okay, there is no use of the reproductive parts of the organism, but reproduction takes place in other manner. Okay, reproduction takes place in other manner. How? For example, we have Hydra. Okay. For example, we have Hydra. Now, in Hydra, how does reproduction takes place? They have these small protuberances, okay, or buds, okay, in their body, and they grow. Okay, these buds they grow, okay, and when they are grown, they are like cut from it and planted separately. So when they are cut from it, they themselves grow into a new organism, okay, a new hydra. They grow to be a new hydra. Hydra is a very small animal. It possesses one or more protuberances in its body. These structures are called buds. These buds are new developing organisms. In a hydra, a new organism is formed by bud. This is what this type of reproduction is called budding. This is why we call it budding. Okay. If the question comes up by what mode of reproduction Hydra reproduces, so the answer will be budding. Okay. Then this type of reproduction where only one single organism gives rise to a new organism is called asexual reproduction. Okay. Then similarly in amoeba also, um, through its own body, another organism is formed. Okay, another organism is formed. Amoeba is unicellular, means that It has only one cell. Okay, it has only one cell. Okay, it's a unicellular organism. Now, what does this amoeba does to reproduce, to make more amoeba? Okay, it starts with division of its nucleus into two parts. Okay, first the nucleus, the only one nucleus it has, so it divides itself into two parts. Okay, into two nucleus. Then the nucleus, the cell also divides into two. Okay, the cell also divides into. This is known as cell division. Okay, first it elongates from the center. Okay, one on each part there is a nucleus. Okay, and then it completely splits. Okay, it completely splits. Okay, to form new amoeba. Okay, to
Ma'am,
form. Yes, Abraham.
I understood the first three steps. I didn't understand the third. The fourth.
You understood the first.
Three steps. I didn't understand the fourth.
You didn't understand the fourth. This one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, in the third step, okay, amoeba elongates. Okay, amoeba from the center it elongates, and then in the fourth step, it's very easy. It just breaks apart. Okay, this thing it just breaks apart and gives us two amoeba. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
now you're
Ma'am, but normally it would show four steps, but then why is it showing like it's splitting a cytoplasm again? Shouldn't the nucleus first split?
shouldn't the nucleus split? Abraham, first only the nucleus is okay.
Ma'am,
In
ma'am,
the
ma'am,
B, in the B,
you're not getting what I'm saying, ma'am. See, ma'am, in this
what you're
last
saying?
step, ma'am, in the last step, why is the cell elongated? Why is it not looking like the previous amoeba cell?
Okay, okay, okay. So they have made it elongated here, but it's not really elongated here. Okay,
So, ma'am, can you
it's
show a diagram that we can say that it's true?
yeah, sure. 1 second.
Because ma'am, last year we had done the amoeba cell divides and then uh, the nucleus splits and then it divides and then you would show one cell. Normally that would happen.
Can you see in this diagram? They are not like actually prolonged after the dividing of the cytoplasm. Okay. First, the nucleus divides into two. Then, from the center, it starts dividing itself. That is, the cytoplasm division takes place. And then at the last, it completely splits to give us two daughter cells or two amoeba. Okay.
Ma'am, amoeba is only female.
Amoeba is female. I don't really know if it's like male or female. Just look it up, okay? Yeah. Okay. So coming back, 1 second. Okay. 5.3 is homework. Okay. 5.3 is gonna be homework for you all. Please finish this. Okay. And now, so till now we did reproduction in animals. Okay. We did two types of reproduction in animals. Okay, sexual and asexual reproduction. We did how fertilization takes place. Okay, how is it determined if it's a boy or a girl? Okay, we saw how internal fertilization happens and external fertilization happens. Okay, all of that we talked about. Now, in plants also, there are two types of reproduction. Okay, there is sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Okay, but how does it work in plants? Okay, in asexual reproduction, the plants form without seeds, but in sexual reproduction, new plants grow by seeds only. Okay, asexual, the plants grow without seed, but in sexual reproduction, the new plants grow through seeds. Okay, so now first about asexual
Ma'am,
reproduction. Yes.
ma'am, what is cutting?
What is this?
Cutting.
Cutting. Where is the cutting?
Ma'am, I was just skimming through the story they put, but then it says that his father says a mango plant will be grown in more variety if you grow it by a cutting. What's a cutting?
Okay. Cutting is basically like the cutting of a plant. Okay, the plant is cut. Okay, the plant then it is joined together. Okay, like there is a method. Okay, where if you want to generate a new species of a flower or something, two stems of two different colors of flowers are cut. Okay, and then they are joined together and then they are planted. So you will get a flower that is of mixed color. Okay, that will show the colors of both. Okay, like pink and red if you are mixing. So the plant will have the color of pink and red. Flower will have pink and red colors.
Ma'am, basically you're trying to merge the DNA.
Yes, something like that. Okay. Also, when plants, also cutting is done for plants. Another thing where we say cutting is when like we grow plants. Okay, they are often trimmed. If you've seen, they are often trimmed. They are often cut. In trees also. Okay, that is good to remove the dead leaves, dead cells. Okay, dead leaves are like dead cells of the plant. So to remove the dead cells, okay, dead leaves, to remove the extra branches, to bring them in shape. For
Ma'am,
all of that also cutting is done. Yes, Abraham.
that's not cutting, I think. So I think that's called trimming.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that is there. And also this merging thing is also there. Okay, those are all ways to like bring diverse variety in plants. Okay. Now, moving forward, we have the modes of asexual reproduction in plants. First is vegetative propagation. A vegetative propagation is when through any part of the plant, new plant is born. New plant grows through any part of the plant. Like this method, any vegetative part of the plant, like root, shoot, leaf, or bud, may give rise to a new plant. Okay, that is why it is called vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. The part of the branch or trunk which gives rise to the leaf is called anode. Four looping branches are cut from the node. This cut part is known as loop. Loop is placed in the soil, keeping a part of it above the soil. Okay. So from this vegetative part, okay, um, a root, shoot, leaf, or bud may grow to become a new plant. So that is cut off. Okay, when it grows a little, in a little plant, it's cut off and then it's known as a loop, and that is planted back, and that grows to a new plant. Okay, that is vegetative propagation. Now, after some days, roots and shoots are grown in this loop, making it a new plant. Rose, temple tree, apple, peach, etc. can be grown with this method.
Ma'am,
Yes,
could you show a video, ma'am? So we can better understand it, how it's done.
on vegetative propagation.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
So, ma'am, unlike animals, we have to change. The species of plants don't change, right?
The species of plants don't what?
Change.
Change. What do you mean when you say change?
Meaning like animals, evolve, or meaning like some of them, like two types of wolves came together to form the wolves we know today. So like that,
Two types,
plants don't merge, right?
two types of what? Mhm.
Like ma'am, like suppose two types of wolves came merged to form the wolf we know today.
Hmm.
So animal plants don't merge like that, right?
Plants don't merge like that, not like humans do. Okay, there is this process. Reproduction in plants is different. Okay, the reproduction in plants is like different. Okay, and plants like do merge. Okay, plants do merge, but the basically what happens is the transfer of pollen. Okay, that is there in plants. Okay, through which they do reproduce. Right.
Vegetative propagation. In plants, the units of vegetative propagation, such as runner, rhizome, sucker, tuber, offset, and bulb, are giving rise to new offspring. These structures are called vegetative propagules. Formation of these structures does not involve two parents. The process involved is asexual. Are you aware how plants like potato, sugarcane, banana, ginger, and dahlia are cultivated? Determine the site of origin of the new plantlets in the plant shown. You will notice that they invariably arise from the nodes present in the modified stems of these plants. Onion is stem modification. Adventitious roots are grown from discoid in the soil. Adventitious buds arise from the notches present at margins of leaves of Bryophyllum. This ability is fully exploited by gardeners and farmers for commercial propagation of such plants. Terror of Bengal aquatic plant water, hyacinth, drains oxygen from the water, which leads to death of fishes. Introduced in India for its beautiful flowers and shape of leaves, propagate at phenomenal rates, spread all over water body within a short period of time. It is very difficult to get rid of them. Now let us see few examples of vegetative propagules in angiosperms. A. Eyes of potato. B. Rhizome of ginger. C. Bulbils of agave. D. Leaf buds of Bryophyllum. E. Offset of water hyacinth. Rhizome. Modified stem grows horizontally. Distinct nodes and internodes are present with marked apical and axillary buds. Adventitious roots present at the ventral side. Example: ginger, gingiber, turmeric, and curcuma. Tuber. In Solanum tuberosum, half-moon-like structures called eyes of potato. These eyes indicate the position of nodes and internodes. Scale leaves and axillary buds are present. Apical bud is also present. Tubers have no roots. Example: Solanum tuberosum, potato. Heliander tuberosus. Onion. Underground stem modification. Adventitious roots grow towards the soil. Fleshy, scaly leaves, which are eaten, grow above soil, aerial. Auxiliary buds produce new plant. Apical bud shows inflorescence. Tunicate bulbs are seen in Allium cepa, onion. The imbricate bulbs are seen in Allium sativum, garlic. Corm. Underground stem modification grows vertically in the soil. Nodes and internodes present. Scale leaves are rising at node. Apical and axillary buds are present. Auxiliary roots produce daughter roots. Corm shows contractile roots, which are helpful to put the corm in distinct depth. Example: Amorphophallus, Colocasia, etc.
Okay, hope it was clear to you all how vegetative propagation works.
Yes, ma'am.
There
Thank
are
you.
even types of it. Okay, that is depending on which part the new plant is growing from. Okay, it has different names, so you can have a look at it further. Okay, um, so you can see some of the vegetative propagation. Okay, some of the plants having vegetative propagation. Okay, pyrophyllum possesses buds on the outer edge of its leaves. This plant, okay, buds grow on the edges of its leaves. Okay, and these buds give rise to new plants. Buds are also present on cactus, and they separate to form new plants. The roots of some plants produce new plants. For example, sweet potato and dahlia. Importance of vegetative propagation. Plants can be grown in less time by vegetative propagation. In such plants, flowers and fruits also appear in short time. Most important thing is that new plants are similar to their parent plant. Okay. Now these new plants, when they grow up, they are similar to the original plant only. Okay, they have the same characteristics of the parent plant because only a single plant produces them. Okay, so we are going to stop here for today. Okay, you have break till 8:20. Okay, you can go freshen up, have water, and then we'll begin with math. Tomorrow we'll start with budding. Also, I'll try to correct the test papers by today, if possible. So tomorrow we can have a discussion on it. Okay, on the previous
Okay, ma'am.
test. All right.
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's begin. Can I have your videos on, please? Hello, Nathaniel. Good morning.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Okay. So in the previous class, we were doing square and square root. Right. We saw what are squares of the numbers. When you multiply a number by itself, then the number that we get as the product is known as the square of a number. Then we saw what is a square root. Okay, we saw what is a square root. When a number is under this kind of symbol. Okay, that is a root symbol. And a number is under this kind of symbol. Okay, means that we have to find out that this number like what number is the square root of this number. That is, what number can I divide with itself? That I will get 16. Okay, so we know that it's 4. When I do 4 times 4, I'll get 16. So 4 is the root of 16. Okay, so that we did in the last class. Today we will go forward. Okay, Abraham, you were there in the previous class?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. But you've checked it out, right? The video.
Ma'am, the last class video of math, I still have to check it out, ma'am. But I already know square and square roots.
Okay. Okay, Abraham. All right. Okay, so we did square root. Okay. Now, today we will see how we can find a square root of a perfect square by factorization. Okay. Finding square root of a perfect square by factorization method. Okay. Now, what is a perfect square? Can anyone tell me what is a perfect square?
Now, a perfect square is a number that you can that when you find its square root,
Mm.
it when you find its square root, it ends up having having a number, like having a whole number or a natural number. It will not
Mm-hmm.
end up having a rational number or a decimal number.
Yeah. So it is completely divisible. Okay. It's completely divisible by its square. That is a perfect square number. Okay. For example, for example, um, if we do 9, okay, root 9, then its square is 3 into 3. Okay. We make pair, okay, and take out 1, 3. Okay. So the square of 9 is 3. Square root of 9 is 3. Okay. I have not left any other 3 in extra, but it is dividing completely. Okay. Another example we will take. Let's take a bigger number. Let's take a bigger number. Okay. Example, root 625. Can you do the prime factorization of 625?
Second one.
We know how to do prime factorization, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Yes, Emma. What is the answer?
Ma'am, the answer is 25.
25. Okay. All right. Good, Emma. How about Nathaniel and Abraham?
Yeah, ma'am, the answer is 25.
Answer is 25. Okay. So the factors that we will get after we do 625, again, the factors that we will be getting are, how do we write them? Are four fives. Yeah, y'all are getting 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Right. Right. So what do we do now? What do we do now? 5, 125, 5. That's gonna give us 25, 5, 5s and 5 ones. So these fives we are getting. So we write them like this. Then because it says square, we make pairs of 2. Okay. This and this. Okay. Take one out from 5 and take one out from this 5. Multiply and we will get 25. Okay. 25, which is the square root of 625. Okay. Understood. How do we find the square root of bigger numbers by prime factorization method? Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
yes. So see now I am getting in 625 when I got four fives, I was able to make pairs, okay, without any number left behind. Without any number left behind, okay. They are like even pairs, even number of pairs, okay, two pairs are there. So I could make pairs and I could take one out. That means that when you're able to make pairs without any number leaving, without any number that is left. So it means that 625 is a perfect square. Okay, 625 is a perfect square. All right. Now, I want you all to try out. One question. Okay, to find the square of 324. 324. Do its square root.
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
do we have to use prime factorization?
Have to use what?
Prime factorization?
Prime factorization, yes. Do it using factorization only.
Oh, ma'am, can we use another sugar? Can we use the one we learned The other method we learned in the 20th chapter.
Another method that we learned in the 28th chapter. No, Abraham, not right now. Okay, why? Is because this particular topic is named that final.
Ma'am,
So you have to just do it by prime factorization itself. Okay, no using sutra right now. Okay.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Yes, Aman.
The answer
What
is
answer?
18. 18.
18. Okay. Correct, Emma. Answer is 18.
ma'am, I'm not understanding.
You are not understanding. Why? What happened, Abraham?
I'm not able to do it. I'm not able to find the answer.
Okay, let's do it. 324. We start with 2 because 324 is an even number, so it will be divisible with 2. Okay, 324 divided with 2, we will get 162. Okay, then again even numbers, so with 2, 162, so 81. Okay, then 81. We can apply the divisibility rule and check. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 is divisible with 3. Yes. So 81 will be divisible with 3. Divided with 3. 27. 27 is divisible with 3. 9 times 9 is a 3. 3 is a 9 and 3. 1 is a 3. We will make pairs 2, 3 and 3. Okay. So we can write it down. 1 second. Yes, we can write it down. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. When we make pairs, we will take 1 out. So we can write down 2 into 2, 2 into 3 into 3. And when we multiply, 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18. Answer is 18. Okay, now you got it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Try another question. Try with a 4-digit number now. Find the square root of 2601.
Ma'am, 2000 or 3000?
2000. 2601. Yes, Emma.
Hassan,
Okay. Anybody's got the answers yet?
ma'am, I think so. That 51.
51. Okay. Okay. It's correct, Emma.
Yeah.
Abraham
Ma'am.
and Nathaniel. Yes. Yes,
Ma'am,
Abraham.
I'm trying to do the division, but I'm not able to get the answer.
Say again.
Ma'am, I've tried everything, ma'am, for the division. I'm still not getting the answer.
Okay. One number is a little bit tricky that you have to find out.
Ma'am, it's
Okay.
867.
Yes, 867. 867. Um,
Ma'am, by dividing it by 3, ma'am, it's not happening. So, ma'am,
yes,
when
it
I
is.
find when I check the divisibility, it's coming all okay.
Yes.
Because it's coming to 21.
2601. And 867 is not divisible by 3. Okay. 867. No, it will be divisible, Abraham.
Yeah, ma'am, but it's not getting. That's my problem.
Just do a normal division and check it out, Abraham.
Ma'am, normal division bhi kiya. I did a normal division even, ma'am.
You did normal
Not
division
getting.
only. Okay.
I'm seeing
867 and 3. 3 twos are 6 minus 2. Then we have 6. Okay. Tell me what is the number smaller than 26 in the table of 3?
No, wait, ma'am, I got the answer.
8, sir. Got it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
24, 2. Then we have 27 here. So 27, how many times? 3 nines are 27. Okay. 289. 280. Okay. Then again 289. Again, you will not be getting very simple numbers with 289. Okay. It's going to be divisible with 17. Okay. Directly. 17. Okay. How many times? 17 times. 17 times. Then 17 will only be divisible with 17 itself. 17 is not divisible with any other number than 1 or itself. So 17 itself. 17 ones are 17.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, if you have used if we have used, ma'am, uh, the Sutra, ma'am, we would have got it easily.
Yes. But right now you cannot use the sutra methods because we have to do it using the prime factorization method only. Okay. Okay. Now we will make pairs. Okay. We will make pairs. So we have 3 into 3 into 17 into 17. So we have two pairs, one of 3 and one of 17. Bring one out. 3 multiplied by 17. Multiply and tell me what will we get.
51.
51. 51 is the answer. Okay. So like this, you can find out the square root of perfect square numbers using prime factorization method. Okay. Now homework. Please note down the homework for today. Exercise. We have 3.3. 3.3. Okay. First finish till 3.2 and then to 3.3, you have a few questions to try out of prime factorization using of square root using prime factorization. Okay. Okay. So I didn't ask you all, how was the math test of the first chapter?
It was okay, ma'am. I didn't find a lot of hard questions. Some of them were kind of easy.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was overall easy because like the first chapter was easy.
The first chapter was
The
easy.
first 4 parts.
Yes, the first chapter was easy. Also, there was one thing common that both of you, like I have checked Abraham's and Nathaniel's paper. Okay. Only just Anna's paper I'm yet to check. Okay, so there was this question where you had to solve using properties, where you have to solve using properties. So I saw that you all were getting answers, but you didn't show me the working. So I deducted some marks for that. Okay, let me just tell you the particular question. Okay, let me just 1 second tell you the particular question. Oh, shall I clear this screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, there was this question fourth, solve using properties. Okay. So, I had given you all, suppose let's
Oh
take
yeah,
the first one.
ma'am, I remember. Ma'am, the one solved using properties, ma'am. The questions seemed very simple, ma'am. Like they were just one-liner questions, and they were put with and no working set. It was not said show your working, ma'am. So we didn't do any of that. It's because like solve with properties and the questions are pretty simple.
Yes, Abraham, solve with properties questions are simple, but always, like in every question, even if it's a little working, even if the question has a little working, you have to show the working. Okay, there is no point, there is no way where you skip the working. If you have written directly the answer here, the answer of this here, so I have deducted marks, not a lot of marks this time, but some marks I have deducted. Okay, little bit marks I deducted because the working was not there. Okay, so this question is there, how to show the working. 798 into 65 plus 798 into 35. We take common 798. Okay, this was the working that you were supposed to show.
But
65
when my working is there, ma'am, in the column.
plus 35. Your working is there in the rough column.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll check it out, Abraham.
Kind of.
Yes, I'll see if it is there. Okay. So this was the working that I was expecting. Okay, for you all to show. So next time when you have such questions, okay, no matter how simple it is, but you have to show how you got the answer. Okay, if you just did this question is written, copy the question and write equals to 79800. Okay, but missing on this part was missing. So next time you need to show this part, you need to show this working, that this is how, by applying the property, we got the answer 79800. Okay, understood now? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so yes, like both of you have made this mistake. You skip the working part. So next time, like rest the paper was good. Okay, but next time, make sure that you show the working in
Ma'am,
the
did
paper.
we get 4 marks?
Did you all get full
Half.
marks?
And what's the
Uh,
marks?
what's the marks? I'll post it today. Okay, I'll post it in the group today on the math answer sheets. Okay, since it's checked, so I will post once I just correct Anna's, I'll just post all three of your papers in the group.
Ma'am, four.
Okay. Say again.
Four, right? Shriyan's even.
Shriyan didn't attempt both the tests. I didn't receive his paper yet.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so just three test papers I received. So three I'll upload. Okay. Also, tell me when can we keep the test of the next part 1.5 to 1.8 this Friday?
Oh, I don't know, ma'am. We could keep it in this week.
Hmm.
This week, Friday, maybe, ma'am.
Yes, I'm thinking Friday, this week Friday. Okay, Emma, do you have the PDF of book,
And
math
ma'am,
book?
Ma'am, I have the book. I have printed out the book.
You have printed out the book. Can you check out 1.5 to 1.8, Emma?
Yes, ma'am. And it will be
Okay.
easy for me because we have already done this when I was
Yes.
with you at the start.
Yes, when you were with me at the start, we already did this. So you will be attempting the test, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Good. So if there is any doubt, Emma, still, if there is any doubt, you text me, let me know, and
Yes,
then we'll work on it.
okay. I will go through the chapter and I'll tell.
Hmm. Okay, all right. So
ma'am,
1.5, yes, Abraham.
will we have any holidays for me?
Will you have any holidays for me? Not that I know of right now. Okay, but if something comes up in May, then I might give you a holiday, but not sure right now. Right now, there are no plans in May. Okay, June is there. June summer breaks are there in the month of June. Okay,
No, I mean, ma'am, like summer break.
no, summer breaks are there in June. Okay, not in May. Okay, so 1.5 to 1.8 test on Friday. Okay, test on Friday. And what about the science test, lesson 3? Thursday,
Then can we keep it next week?
next week. Okay, Monday then it is.
Ma'am, can we keep it Tuesday?
Tuesday. Okay, no problem with me. Tuesday we can do. Lesson 3 of science. Okay, Tuesday we can do. Also, the next topic in maths that we are going to start, I am not starting it right now because like only 5 to 7 minutes we have. It's long division method. Finding the square root by long division method. Okay. So tomorrow we will start it fresh, the long division, because it's going to take time to explain the whole thing and practice questions on it. Okay, so tomorrow we will start with, in math, we'll start with the topic of long division method. Okay, and math test of 1.5 to 1.8 on Friday. Science test of lesson 3 will be next week, Tuesday. Okay, Emma, if there's any doubt in science, also go through it. If there's
Okay.
any doubt in the science portion also, then just let me know.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I can explain again. Okay. Okay, then that's all for today, guys. See you all
Bye,
tomorrow.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am. Bye.
Bye, Abby. Bye, Abby.
Ma'am.
Okay.